Oh, my girl, Judge Judy.
Oh, I know you're so excited about this.
I'm so happy about this. I love court shows, and recent ratings indicate that Judge Judy has been beating Oprah Winfrey. She's been coming in at number 4, while Oprah's been coming in at number 5.
That's among syndicated shows.
Right.
So you're wondering what the hell's above Oprah, right? But Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy have always been rock solid. They've always been at the top. So those are above it. And I think 2.5 Men is above it.
2.5 Men, yes.
Yeah, in syndication, which is awesome. I love 2.5 Men. So I like that they're putting a beating on them. But look at Judge Judy. Man, beating Oprah, that's tough work. And she's pulling it off. I didn't know it. But that's why they do court shows, because they work.
They totally work.
And you know Anna's obsessed with court shows.
Yeah, I was watching Judge Alex today.
I can't even keep up with him.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Judge Alex?
Judge Alex used to be a police officer. And then he became a lawyer, and then he became a judge. And now he's a TV judge, and he's awesome. And he's somewhat sexy.
But you also watch Judge David?
Judge David Young.
And Judge Karen.
Judge Karen.
Is there a judge you don't watch?
There's one judge that's come out that's a little too crazy for me.
Okay, but aren't they all the same thing?
No, they're not. They're not.
Oh, he didn't.
No.
Oh, yes, he did.
The one that I don't watch is very like too crazy. Like, calm down. But
too
like
crazy.
Judge Alex, he keeps it real. That's what I like about him.
I love that Anna thinks that these court shows are keeping it real when they're like the fakest things in America.
They're not. They're not.
No, I know.
No. Hold on. One of my best friends sued her ex-boyfriend on Judge Judy. She did. Her name's Kathleen Hodges. Her ex-boyfriend like threw rocks at her car and totally like tore it up. So she's like, I'm gonna take him to court on Judge Judy. You guys watch it. So when it was gonna air, she like emailed all of us, and we all.
That must have been like the height of your life, like someone you know. I'm Judge Judy.
It was an interesting.
Did you
episode.
record it and watch it over and over and over again?
That's what I do on the weekends. What are you talking about? Right.
Did she win or lose?
She won.
All right, good for her.
That's what made me love Judge Judy even more.
Do you know that you're gonna fall over if you don't know this? Our friend Ben Mankiewicz was married by the guy doing his ceremony.
Right.
Was the original TV judge, Judge Wapner of People's Court, the first one ever.
Oh, People's Court, yes.
People's Court.
Yeah.
Judge Wapner, the granddaddy, the godfather of all judges, married Ben Mankiewicz.
That's really cool. Man, Ben has all the fun.
That's all the fun. Is that your dream for Judge Judy to marry you?
Not Judge Judy. I think Judge Alex is my number 1 at this point.
Because he's keeping it real.
He is.
Okay. Jared, did you want to say something about this? No, you're going to let it go.
No, say something.
Here he comes.
There's been like 6 things, but it's past now. It's just so many ridiculous things have been said. I can't do it all right now. So. Yeah.
Like what? Give me an example of one.
Okay, yeah, we know the rulings are real, but we don't really think that she's getting mad at every person that comes in that courtroom. Like
no,
that.
They overreact.
It's still an act. We know that.
It's an act.
You know, and then also, when I was in college, my roommate was watching these judge shows, which I don't get. My parents watch them constantly, and you can't differentiate one from the other. Except, it's a black guy, then an older black guy, then there's this woman, then there's a black woman, and then this younger guy. I mean, they're all the same thing. It's just different. I don't know. It's a different judge, but it's the exact same thing. And an idiot bailiff that stands there, bald headed, and like rocking back and forth. I don't know. It's annoying for some reason. It's one of the things that just really bothers me. But my roommate in college said, "Dude, we got to go on one of these judge shows." He was reading like the credits going up. He goes, "You know that they pay the settlement, whatever the judgment comes out to, they pay it, and they pay each person for being on the show, like a couple $1,000." He said, "We got to do that."
That's not a bad idea. I never thought of that. You should get like some bullshit, thing that, hey, Jesus, he went and smashed my car. Oh, remember when I ran into your car chair? Boom, perfect. Sue me for like $1,000. Let's get on the show.
I think what small claims goes up to $5,000. Let's go ahead and push up to. Like,
why not? If they're going to pay for it, right? Yeah, hell yeah. See, JR's thinking. Somebody's out there is thinking.
And then they pay both of them, even the person who lost. They pay him for being on the show. And
perfect.
So he's like, oh, so I should sue you when we go on the show. So why you have to sue me? How about I sue you? What the fuck is this?
See, no, but I'm open-minded. I'll let you sue me. Yeah, okay, if they're going to pay for it, yeah, sue me.
And it's so easy to make up a case.
Yeah, no, but I actually did hit his car, so it's easy. But then I'll go on there. I'm all about entertainment, right? So I'm like, well, if he didn't leave his car right next to mine, I wouldn't have had to hit it. Okay? I mean, who parks a car right next to mine?
That'd be so funny.
That's like the weakest case ever. I just didn't see it. So, bam! I ran right into his ass.